Hola, ¿cómo estás? Welcome to today's lesson, whereby we are going to learn about partial derivatives. And just to define, partial derivatives are the kind of derivatives that we normally get when we hold either one of the independent variables in a function, and then we differentiate that function with respect to a particular variable. We are going to see how to do that with some examples. So let's start with the first one. So let's assume example number one, we have this function f of xy is equals to x squared plus 3xy plus y minus 1. Now we have this function and we want to differentiate with respect to x, number one, and then again with respect to y. When we differentiate with respect to x, that one simply means all the other variables, and in this function, we only have two variables, x and y. So if we differentiate with respect to x, then it means we are holding the other variable, which is y, as a constant. When we now differentiate with respect to y, then we'll be holding the variable x constant. I'm sure you're going to get the difference when we work this out. So now let's do this. F of d of f and then d of x, and this is remember, this is a partial derivative, and this can also be written as f of x. Yeah, it's the same. Now let's differentiate this function with respect to x, holding y constant. We start with the first term, which is x squared. If we differentiate x squared, we get a 2x. Yeah, I hope you know how to differentiate when you have x power n. If you want to differentiate this, you bring the power down, you bring the n down, x power n, and then you subtract a 1. So this is, the way you should differentiate. And that's why we have a 2x, because we have our power 2 there. We bring it down, and then 2 minus 1, which is the same as 1. And then here now we have a plus 3xy. Do we have an x here in this term? Yes, we have an x somewhere, and therefore this one we can differentiate. So if we differentiate with respect to x, it means our power here with this term, 3xy, it has a power 1 there. And therefore, if we bring the 1 down, we are going to have 3 multiplied by 1, and then x, 1 minus 1, and then y. This one is the same as x power 0, and anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1. So there you have 3 multiplied by 1, multiplied by 1, and then multiplied by y. And therefore, you're going to get 3y. Yeah, so 3y, and then now we have the y and then 1. Do we have an x in this y? No. And since we are holding that everything else apart from x, we hold it constant. And then if a term doesn't have what we are differentiating with respect to, then that one, of course, goes to automatically as 0. So this is the same as plus 0, and then plus again 0. So your f of x is equals to 2x plus 3y. Let me show you how you end up getting this 0. So now you have the y. You want to differentiate this with respect to x. Now, assume if you can't see x here in the y, it means this is the same as y, x power 0, because anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1. Yeah, now differentiate this one. This is the same as y. Bring the 0 down, so you have to multiply by the 0, and then x, 0 minus 1. So without even going further, because we have a 0 here, multiplying all these, then it means automatically this ends up to be 0, and that's why we have a 0 there. And even the 1, sorry, here it's a minus, but it's still the same anyway. So you end up with that That's example number 1, actually part of it, part A. Let's do part B, whereby we differentiate the same function with respect to y. This is the same as f of y, which is equals to, now the first term, which is x squared, doesn't have y anywhere, so that one automatically goes to a 0, and then plus, now this one we get 3x plus 1, then minus, minus 0. Let me differentiate each term on its own, yeah, because I want you to understand everything. So let's start with the first term, x squared. We want to differentiate this, but we are differentiating it with respect to y, yeah. Do we have any y? Do we have a y which has been multiplied by the x squared? No, x squared is on its own. So if we really want to introduce a y, then it means we can have a y, but with power 0, because remember, anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1. So the x squared and then y power 0 is still the same as x squared, yeah. Now, since we have a y there, now we can differentiate. If we differentiate this one, we get this is 0. You remember the x squared, that one remains a constant, yeah, because we are differentiating with respect to y. So we just go to where the term y is. So the power is 0. We have a 0 there, our x squared, and then y power 0 minus 1. Without even going further to simplify, there is a 0 here, and this 0 is multiplying everything, and therefore this one ends up to be 0, yeah. The second term is 3xy. Since we are differentiating with respect to y, let me repeat, then the 3x remains constant. What we will differentiate here is the y now. This y is the same as, because it has no power, but ideally it has a power 1. So this is the same as 3x and then y power 1, yeah. Now this is the same as this one, we bring it down, multiply by 3x, yeah, multiply by y power 1 and then minus 1. Remember the rule to differentiate anything when you have x power n, this is the same as n x power n minus 1, yeah. Okay, so now here this is the same as 1 multiplied by 3x multiplied by y power 0. 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. Y power 0 is equals to 1, and therefore this is the same as 1 multiplied by 3x multiplied by 1 is equals to 3x. That's the 3x that you can see there, yeah. Now the last term is the y. This is the same as y power 1. Let's differentiate. We have 1 there, and then y 1 minus 1. This is the same as 1 multiplied by y power 0, yeah. Anything raised to power 0 is equals to 1, and therefore y power 0 is equals to 1. So this is the same as 1 multiplied by 1, which is equals to 1. Hope we are together. Then the last term is 1. Now let's differentiate this here. We have a 1 there. We don't have y. We can't see y with the 1, but we can introduce a y so that you understand why it's ending up to be a 0. So if we introduce a y, then it means we can say this is the same as 1y power 0. When you introduce the y, make sure if you kind of simplify again that you get the same number or the same term that you had initially. So we have a 1, and therefore if we introduce a y, it has to bear a power 0, so that, because the y power 0 is equals to 1, and ideally 1 multiplied by 1, we end up getting just 1. So now let's differentiate. This is the same as 0. We bring the power 0 down, 1 multiplied by y, and then 0 minus 1. So without even going further, because we have a 0 here which is multiplying everything here, and therefore this one ends up to be a 0, and that's the 0 you can see there. This one is that one. This 3x is this 3x. And therefore, we end up getting our answer as is equals to 3x plus 1. The function is just 1, but when we differentiate with respect to x and then again with respect to y, we end up getting different answers. Maybe I can write down the answer. So the function was f of xy is equals to x squared plus 3xy plus y minus 1. When we differentiate with respect to x, when we differentiate with respect to x, we end up with 2x plus 3y. And then with respect to y, we end up with 3x plus 1. You see? Yeah. Right, so that's it for today. Just that one example, but I'll try to do more examples so that you can understand better how to do the partial derivatives. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe and ciao.